Hey there, podcast boys. Are you ready for that vacuum sealed double hand twist slop combo? Eddie, I know you're ready for it. I can see it in your eyes.
I'm highly uncomfortable right now.
In your tinted pants.
No, they're not. That's a lie.
Ooh. Oh, undoing your zipper to make a little room, huh? Ooh, I can see the sweat dripping down your face onto your dude, I'm not good at this. What should I do?
Okay. So what I'm saying is I should go off my meds
No,
and get back into that state.
I don't condone this.
Welcome back.
Shout out God, shout out Jesus.
Deep
Welcome to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular with Eddie and Tommy.
All right, welcome back to the Extraordinary
Guys,
Podcast.
I just want to put out there, that made me way more uncomfortable than it made you.
You're not lying. I just kind of went, all right, Tommy, you're doing the intro this week, and we were talking in the car, and that's a thing that, is that a meme?
There's a meme where it's like, when she says she's a virgin, but she hits you with that vacuum sealed double hand twist slop combo.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it's like SpongeBob's face or something. Like
It's
whoa.
one of the, it's really funny. So
yeah,
I was
we'll find it and tweet it out.
he mentioned it, so I was like, oh, that has to be the intro. And
Yeah.
then I was like, I don't want to do it, so you have to do it. So that's how we got that. I hope you're uncomfortable as much as we are. I had to sit here and watch that. So in a way, I'm kind of a martyr.
The social anxiety is rising. Let me just say that.
But this is the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular. I am Eddie.
I am Tommy.
And you are tuning in to the biggest jerk
You're the
circus
listeners.
this side of the Mississippi. I hope you're happy, because this is what you
I'm
get.
never happy.
Oh my God. All of the predictions we said last time, like we said someone was going to die.
Dude, a bunch of people died yesterday.
What are you talking about?
Like a bunch of old comedians. Like I think there was 3 of them.
Like who? I didn't hear any of that.
I don't know. I saw it on the news. I was like, rule of threes, you know?
What's the rule? Oh, I just
Like,
threw up a little.
when one celebrity dies, like 3 of them die.
Oh, I thought that was the rule of comedy. Comedy's in threes.
Maybe, I don't know.
So that the biggest joke of all is when one of them dies, because 2 other have to go. It's just the rule of nature. All right, so we got a lot to talk about this week. Are you fucking ready, Tommy?
I was born ready.
What you doing on your phone there, bud?
Not playing Mancala.
Dude, stop. Are you fucking serious right now? We're in the middle of a podcast.
Dude, I'm totally focused though.
This is okay. I don't think people ever understand. I sound like a dick, right? I'm the guy. I suck, right? I'm the one that I pay for everything. I fucking have to make sure everyone's doing their job. I'm the dick, right? But this is essentially our job right?
There's a strict parent and a fun parent?
You're not the fun parent.
I'm the fun
You're
parent.
not the fun parent.
I'm definitely the fun parent.
You're the parent that's never. You're the distant parent. Like they got divorced and you never see dad
Dude, I'm
anymore.
here every week.
Yeah,
I'm around,
I mean,
bro.
It doesn't feel.
The kids love me.
I just want to feel more connection. That's all I'm saying for the kids.
Dude,
Please stop playing
we
Mancala.
had these kids to stay together.
Please stop. That's always a good idea. Actually, to all the future parents out there, if you're listening, if you're a teenager and you just got the word that you're pregnant, you're really worried. You're like, oh my God, how am I going to afford this? How am I going to live the rest of my life with this child? This is what you do. First of all, don't get rid of it, because as we learned from what's his name,
Dennis Prager.
Yeah, Dennis Prager. Abortion is murder. So don't get an abortion.
I don't even remember what we got from that video. I kind of blocked it out of my mind.
I think we learned that you have to say Merry Christmas and abortion is murder. And
There was something you said about abortion, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna.
well, he made the connection that it's not really the woman's choice because the baby's just inside her body, not part of her body.
Yeah, there was that.
No, but we're off topic. Don't get the abortion. Keep the baby. Where were we going with this? Oh, and then
I said have a kid to stay.
have
keep
a kid.
Your family together.
Yeah, if your relationship's kind of rocky right now with your boyfriend, let's say
Let's say his name is Eddie.
No, shut up. No. Let's say prom's coming up,
Oh my God.
And you're like, I really want to have a date. If you get pregnant, then he has to go with you. So, rule of thumb, use pregnancy to your advantage. We don't give the best advice on
I was
this
about
show.
to say, last week you were telling everyone to smoke cigs, and
All
this
right.
week you're telling everyone to get pregnant to
In
keep their
actuality.
relationships together.
In actuality, right? Like
I live in actuality.
we're not trying to get these kids to smoke cigarettes. Kids, you know, I mean, you can tell that's a joke. Please, for the love of God, don't start smoking cigarettes. Even though it looks really cool, be a nerd.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It does have a cool look,
right?
but
There's a reason all the cool guys smoke.
But I would never actually smoke cigs.
Not even if it was like for $10. If I was like, hey, I had a cigarette on me and I was like, hey, I'll give you $10 if you smoke this one cigarette. Would you do it? It's
Not
one
for
cigarette.
$10.
It's one cigarette.
If it was like $100, I would.
You would smoke one cigarette for $100.
Yeah,
That's robbing. You're a fucking thief.
I have my morals.
You're a piece of shit.
I don't know if morals is the right word.
You know, I take it all back. You know how I just said
Principles,
that?
maybe.
I
That's
said you
maybe
shouldn't.
just as bad.
You shouldn't smoke. You should definitely smoke cigs. I'm back on it. 2K19.
Sorry,
we're bringing
guys.
smoking back. Fucking cool kids smoke.
Fine, go buy a pack right now. I
Don't
dare
be
you.
like.
I dare you to
Tommy.
go buy a pack of cigarettes right now.
Don't be a nerd. Smoke cigarettes. All right.
I fucking dare you.
Try me. We're doing a podcast.
I
right
bet
now,
you
so
won't smoke a pack of cigs tonight.
I think I'm gonna have to smoke a pack of cigs.
I'll
tonight.
bet you literally anything.
Okay, so I found out. First of all, Tommy, you're a dirty liar, and you are holding content back from the people. I just want to restate that every week until it happens. You lost the bet. I won fantasy
Okay.
football. I'm better at watching football than you. It's on the record. It's so true.
I wonder if the listeners are thinking this is as old as I think it is.
They just want to see you clean your ass.
Dude, all I want to see is you with clown makeup on.
I'm telling you, I will dress up as a juggalo.
okay, and
Full
once
go.
you do,
I will go
then I'll
hardcore.
do it
No,
2 months later.
listen. Fucking, I will dress up as a juggalo.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop whoop. I will go to your house or wherever you want to clean your asshole, and I will be there, curtain closed. Like no one's gonna be able to see your asshole. It'll just be sound, maybe your face, just the face reaction. No body part will be seen.
I'm not
besides
sure if I'm
possibly
comfortable
your
with
facial
face
expression.
reaction. I'll record the audio.
Okay, but I will be in the same room, dressed as a juggalo, doing color commentary. That's so much better than me just dressing up as a juggalo and going around.
But my point is, you lost
'Cause
your
I was
bet.
saving for it. I was
You
gonna do
lo-
both
no,
at the
no,
same
no.
time.
You lost your bet
Which was a smaller
2
bet.
months ago.
It was a smaller bet.
2 months ago.
It was a smaller bet that was made within the season.
Okay, but you lost that side of the bet, and you haven't held it up yet.
Because I was, okay, do you want the honest truth? I thought I was going to lose.
Yeah, you said this on the show already.
I thought I was going to lose, so I was holding off to wait until I could do it at
You've
the same
already
time.
told us this.
So this is justifiable. Now you're just doing it now because the main bet.
I'm
this is
doing
the
it
main
because
bet.
you haven't held up your part yet.
Okay, we need to get a ruling on this. We will get a third party to rule on the matter. I will I will take you to fake court. You know how they sometimes do before
Judge
like
Judy?
a big trial. They'll have like an old retired judge or something come in. They'll do a mock trial, and then
Judge Judy.
the judge will rule, and like that's how they base off like what evidence what they have ready to. It's like a practice run, right? For the trial for murder people.
I did not know that.
Is that what they're called? Murder people?
Murder people.
I will take you to one of those, and we'll get a ruling.
Dude, I'll only do it if it's Judge Judy.
I watched a compilation for like
Judge Judy?
Yeah, like 3 a.m. of just the shortest Judge Judy cases ever. Great content, gotta say.
How long were they?
It kind of ranged because there were some that were like 5 minutes and there were some that were like 2 seconds. Like they walked in, he was like,
Judge Judy's like, you're black, guilty.
she seems like the type.
I've never watched Judge Judy, but I feel like that's what happens.
Kinda. She always sides with the women. No, okay, that sounds so sexist. She doesn't always side with the women, but she's very sympathetic to mothers who are single. I will say that.
Why would you not be?
True. Fair point. All I'm saying is it's hard being a guy out here. It's hard to be a white man in America.
Dude, I was about
in
to say.
2019. Okay, but back to enema talk. I was doing research on the matter because it's going to happen one way or
Yeah,
another.
I agree. It's going to
I'll
happen.
take you to court. We'll get we'll start a petition online. We'll start a GoFundMe or something
Yeah.
to raise up funds to sue you for like $100,000. There's so many people out there that want to see your asshole clean. But I was
I want
listening.
to see my asshole clean. To be honest, I want to know what it's like.
I was listening to another podcast. I think it was Your Mom's House, with Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky. And they had someone on who's talking about enemas. And they were watching a clip, actually, that was specifically talking about cleaning your asshole out before you have anal sex. Apparently, you don't, like, you buy enemas prepackaged. They're, like, lubed up, ready to go. But apparently, like, you don't just do one.
Oh.
Like, a full enema cleansing is you keep doing it with, like, you use a new one every time. And you have to use saline solution. Apparently, water is not a good method. So don't do that.
Why do you have to keep doing it?
Until the water runs clear. You know what I mean? Because you shoot it up there.
Yeah.
And then you release. And then you keep doing it. You keep shooting it up there and releasing until it's all clear. Do you know what I'm saying?
How much water? Yeah. How much water is it?
It's saline. It's not water.
No. I get it.
It's like a here. Google right now, like a Walgreens enema, and you'll be able to get the idea. It's not like, it kind of looks like a turkey baster, if I'm being completely honest, that you shove up your asshole.
Yeah, it does.
And it's not that big of a deal. Like, honestly, if I had to do this, I would,
Pre-mixed for relief of occasional constipation, lubricated tip, tamper-evident bottle for added protection.
Ooh, wait, what? I don't know. How expensive is that one? Maybe
$4.
You could get a reusable. Is that reusable?
There's 3 bottles.
Oh, okay. I would say 3 bottles might do it.
You don't know how dirty my asshole
Would
is.
Would you? So I guess the
Would I
question
do it
is
3 times?
Yeah,
Is that what you're asking?
The question is, are you gonna go full in?
If it means I can get my ass ate safely, what?
Huh? Well, isn't that the whole idea?
Who said that?
I think if we're going to do this correctly and fairly, you should do the.
I should have to do it 3 times.
Yeah. Yes.
Man,
I don't know. I will settle.
can I buy them online? I can.
You can also get them at just like Walgreens.
I know, but like then you have to go up to
A person and be like, I want a clean
cashier and be
asshole.
like, I want to use these enemas.
I don't want to live in a world where you have to be embarrassed about that. Like,
I have social anxiety anyway.
You should just walk up and be like, hi, I have a dirty asshole. We all have them.
Except for people who use enemas daily.
So, no, you can't use an enema daily. Are you fucking serious right now, dude? So, I want to have a clean asshole. I'm going to do that.
Hook me the fuck up.
I hate, we live in a world where people are embarrassed to go to therapy, work their problems out.
I'm not embarrassed to go to therapy.
Well, this should be the same thing. It shouldn't be
It's
an embarrassing.
different.
It should not be an embarrassing thing to go up to the counter at a
Because
Walgreens
when I go to
or
therapy,
Target.
they're a trained professional.
They're trained cashiers there.
Yeah, but they're just regular people who are gonna judge me.
So are doctors. My doctor's totally regular. He's a God-fearing, goddamn football-loving, all-American, good old boy. And he's my doctor.
I went to the dentist today. I had a good time.
Yeah, I heard you had a good time. He said you have a beautiful mouth. He was like,
Yeah.
hey, that mouth looks so clean.
It was open wide? Yeah.
I'm going to put you under. I mean, this is just a routine checkup, but we're going to put you under real quick. And don't even, that weird taste after you, that's fluoride. Just don't think about it. Oh.
What are those things called that, like, you put in your mouth?
Gushers.
Yeah.
What? I don't have
No, that's what I was thinking of.
No.
Yes,
you
it
weren't.
was.
It was not.
It was
what
gushers.
What were you thinking of?
Those things you put in your mouth before you, like, suck some dude's dick. So you don't have to, like...
What?
Those things.
A mouth harp? What? Like,
No,
I've
the
never
thing-
heard of this.
And it, like, catches his cummies.
What?
It's a thing, dude. Hold on.
That's not
I
a
don't
thing.
want to... Yeah, it is.
What the fuck
I don't
want
want to look this up on my laptop, but, like... What's the thing you put in your mouth before sucking dick? I don't want to go to these websites
Who the place? What do you got up there?
The first one that comes up is bustle.com.
Bustle?
I've never heard of it,
Let me see.
but
What the hell is that? That's just a penis.
that's straight up a dick. Whoa!
Okay. Oh my God. You like dude sucking his own dick.
Yeah.
They have a picture of Charles Manson. Or what's his name? That's the singer, right? Who's the singer?
I don't know.
Marilyn Manson. Fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, I think what you're thinking of is there's people who put a Ziploc bag in their mouth or something. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. There's a thing.
Suck dick with a condom on? It's not a thing. That's not a thing. I have officially decided that is the ruling. Okay, so it's also decided you're going to use 3 enemas. Glad we talked that out. Glad you're on board. Okay, you're good. You don't have to look through any more images. Oh God.
You like that one?
Stop.
You like that
He's
one?
just looking at porn right now.
You like that one?
I've been really into right now Gordon Ramsay.
Have you really?
So he does. If you don't know who Gordon Ramsay is, who the fuck are you? You uncultured swine.
Yeah.
He's 5-star Michelin man. That's another thing I've never understood. How does
Michelin
Michelin is a tire company, right?
Yeah.
Why are they like the standard star raters for restaurants?
Are there?
Yeah, like you've never heard of a 5-star Michelin restaurant?
No.
Yeah, Michelin, like the
I've
marshmallow
never heard of this.
guy.
Yeah,
Or
the
the tire
tire
man.
guy.
He goes to restaurants and they give out stars. And those are the most coveted stars that you can get as a restaurant owner or chef is to have a Michelin star rating. The highest you can get is 5 stars. That's so fucking weird,
I've
right?
never heard that before.
You've never heard of a 5-star Michelin?
No.
It's like that. That's the highest honor you can get as a chef, I guess. Actually, I have no idea.
How many does Gordon Ramsay have?
I think he has 5 stars.
But I mean, like, do his restaurants also have 5 stars?
I don't know if all of them do, but I know he has 5-star restaurants. I think that's why he's a big deal. Like he was before
Because
he did.
he's Michelin Man.
No, before he started doing all of his shows, he was a chef,
Yeah.
and he was a good chef. That's why people respect him, I guess. So
Yeah, he's good.
he's a 5-star chef.
Have you seen that video where, like, he completely, like, shits on somebody on one of his shows, and then it immediately switches to one of his kids' shows where it's, like, kid chefs, and he's like, oh, you're doing so
doing
great.
great.
Don't worry about it. I'm like, man.
He is a very weird dude.
Yeah.
So I watch Hotel Hell and Hotel Kitchen. Or sorry, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
A Hotel Kitchen? What? Hotel Hell
and Hell's Kitchen.
No, Hell's Kitchen is a different show. Kitchen Nightmares. So what he does essentially is in Hotel Hell, he'll go to a hotel that sucks and he'll turn it around. And usually the
whole hotel or just the restaurant?
the whole hotel, the
Dang.
whole hotel experience. So he goes in and he meets the hotel owners and he's like, how long have you owned it? And they're like, fucking 35 years. And he's like, okay, what's wrong? And they're like, we can't fucking sell the rooms. People hate this place. And he's like, well, it's because it fucking sucks. And then he like points out everything that's wrong. It's always like the owner's fault. And you know how you were saying that he is super fucking hardcore on people, like
Yeah.
adults, and then he's super empathetic with children. He does both those things in that show. So with the
How does he find children?
no, okay. He to the managers and stuff on the show, he'll like be like, "You're a fucking idiot sandwich, you piece of shit. Fuck you."
Yeah, dude, the idiot sandwich thing is like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like that to them. He's always like, this is all your fault. You suck. You should kill yourself. And then with the staff workers, he's like, what's the problem? And they're always like, man, it's not my fault. Fucking the owner sucks.
Yeah.
And then he's like, right? This guy fucking sucks. He's a piece of shit. Am I right? And then he's super nice to them. But anyway, it's the same thing that happens every episode. Like, it's the same order of events. He'll be like, this is shit. He'll point everything out that's wrong. He'll go eat lunch. Everything on the restaurant's menu sucks ass. The menu doesn't make sense. The restaurant sucks ass. The kitchen staff sucks. The chef sucks. Blah, 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 blah. Basic shit. Then he'll sleep in the room, point out all the cum on the bed. And then the next
how do we
day-
know it's not his?
Huh?
How do we know it's not his?
I mean, good point. I've never thought about that. He could have the night before just gone on the bed, or right before he does the part where he like puts the UV light on it.
Does he do that?
Yeah, he puts, and he also wears goggles when he does it. You're a chemistry person, right? Why do you have to wear?
I don't know, bro.
Why do you have to wear goggles when you use UV light? Does it hurt your eyes?
I mean, is it like a black light, or is it or is it like real strong UV stuff?
Isn't that the same thing?
Well, like a black light, like they had black lights at your old employer to make your shoes look cool.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm kind of concerned right now.
But like,
am I gonna go blind?
Like, they're really bright and they fuck up your eyes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess that's the reason why. But yeah, he does ultraviolet on the.
Yeah.
It's funny too because like he always brings one suitcase to each place.
Yeah.
But you can tell that like because there's scenes where he'll bring other people in to look at it, and he'll have just the right amount of goggles like automatically in his suitcase ready to go. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure you brought that many just in your suitcase.
Well, that's like the thing, like the Survivor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's the camera crew doing?
They're just hanging out, filming shit.
But like, are they living a good life?
Yeah,
or are they also
the hosts,
Survivor Manning?
They're not the Survivor. Have you ever watched Survivor?
But I mean, like, no, not Survivor specifically, but like
Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Do they film themselves on Naked and Afraid? No, there's a camera crew.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that must
you think
suck.
they'd be like, dude, I'm really hungry. Would you give me some of your food?
They probably have, because they don't have to compete, so they probably have all the resources and like a team and like a tent and stuff like that. That's my guess. Okay. But they make everyone else rough it out and be naked.
I think the best job might be like camera guy for one of those shows because you just get to go to those nice like places. Maybe not like Naked and Afraid-esque, but like
I feel like it would kind of suck.
The ones that are on like beaches and stuff.
That'd be a tough living, traveling all the time, fucking lugging around all that equipment.
But like for one season, it would probably be kind of nice.
Wait, let me get back to what I was saying though about Hotel Hell.
Okay.
So he points out all the cummies, which now the verdict is out, like, or the case is unsolved at the moment. Is it Chef Gordon Ramsay's cum? Who knows?
It's probably Gordon Ramsay's.
So he points that out. He's like, this place sucks. He watches the restaurant just crash and burn during their dinner service. And then he goes to bed. He brings all the staff together. He's like, you guys fucking suck. And then he goes to bed. Then he wakes up the next day. And then he goes back to the owners. He says, hey, you fucking suck. Come with me. And they go upstairs. He opens the door. And then everyone who stayed at the hotel that night is in his room.
How do they all fit?
Good point. He's doing like inns. He's not doing like a whole a huge Hilton or something. But he brings them in. By the way, this might sound like long and extensive and like why am I talking about this? This is every single episode. Okay. Every single episode the same thing happens. I kid you not. Like it's different people.
How many
same
episodes
format.
have you watched?
I've watched maybe close to 20. Close to 20. And then if you mix in Kitchen Nightmares, I've watched like probably closer to 40. So he points it out, and then the customers are like, this place fucking sucks. You guys fucking suck. And then he says, would anyone stay at this hotel? And then no one ever raises their hand. And then they fix it. And that's pretty much the entire episode.
But they just stayed there last night.
Yeah. What do you mean?
So
they said never stay again.
Oh.
They wouldn't come back. Because they're a business, and businesses try to bring repeat customers.
Yeah, no, I thought you were saying, like, they were like, would any of you, like, stay? But they did stay.
Well, anyway,
it doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is, you and me, we should do a similar show, but we just go stay in really nice hotels and be super nitpicky.
Like those videos you watch of that guy on First Class.
Yeah, like he was just like, this first class experience,
We've talked about that on this show, right?
Yeah, they only had like 14-ply toilet paper and only gave me the second most expensive champagne.
Yeah.
So it was an awful experience. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
That ticket costs more than my car. So, or my rent. So you're
definitely more than rent.
You should probably, shut the fuck up and enjoy your free first class ticket experience and review. But I say we do the same thing, get to stay at cool fucking hotels, and then just find the most nitpicky things ever, and then be like,
there wasn't a mint on my pillow
on my pillow when I woke up, and I found a crumb in the living space area. So
Did you eat it in the living space area? Yes.
I did, but someone should have cleaned it up.
From the time you went to bed to the
Yes,
morning.
I thought this was the La Quinta Inn. Okay,
Dude, have you ever stayed in a La Quinta?
No.
I have.
I was just trying to think. That was me panicking because I had no idea.
I've
of a
stayed
hotel
in
name.
a La Quinta.
I usually stay in DoubleTrees, which are Hilton hotels.
Oh my God, you rich boy.
I don't.
Do you really stay in DoubleTrees?
The only reason I
You're
never
so
buy
rich.
No. I say whenever I travel alone, I stay in like Marriott's. But
That's
when
still...
I live with two elderly people right now, very old.
They're not very old.
They're so old.
Your parents?
My parents. One's retired and the other's,
Your
old.
mom is the same age as my parents, and your dad's a little bit older, so what?
Okay, then your parents are old too. But they will complain about the smallest things, so they have to have a very comfortable situation. So
You're kidding.
when they travel, they like to have very nice experiences. So they go to like
You
the
have
DoubleTree instead of the Hilton.
Yeah, you guys stay in DoubleTrees.
Yeah, I don't see what the problem
Oh
is
my
here.
God, you're so rich.
No, that's not a rich person thing. That's not a rich person thing.
Staying in DoubleTrees? Yes,
We're
it is.
not rich. We also don't travel all the time. Like this is a once in every like while thing. When my parents come visit me,
Eddie's pretty rich.
when my parents come and visit me in Chicago, they don't even stay downtown. They stay in South Bend.
In a DoubleTree?
No, in Indiana, in a local hotel.
Okay.
Fucking
I know
asshole.
where South Bend is. I said in a DoubleTree, and you said no in
No.
Indiana.
No, like a local place. We're not rich. So
You're
Anyway.
rich if you stay in DoubleTrees, man.
we find the most nitpicky things that are
I've never
really
stayed in a DoubleTree.
that are really easy to fix, right? So then we can be like, sweep this up, and then we can be like, all right, now your hotel's perfect. People should come here. Your rates are going to go through the roof, and then people will invite us all over the world, and we'll get to stay in really nice hotels.
I don't think that's going to work out the way you think it is. Let's do B&Bs.
B&Bs? Oh, bed and breakfast. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like B&Bs. I stayed in.
I've
one.
never stayed at one.
I've stayed in one. In like rural bumfuck nowhere, Ohio once,
Well, that's your problem.
and I thought that place was haunted.
Maybe it was.
They don't give you like a key card. It was just like a key, like a literal key.
Yeah.
And it was like an old timey key,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like clink, clink, and you would open the door, and then
That's kind of cool, though.
That part I guess was cool, but it was like a museum, and they had wallpaper all over the place that was all peeling and shit.
You know those old punch cards to hotel rooms, the ones with like the holes in the card, and
Yeah.
So me and my dad stayed at one of those, like a hotel that used those,
Yeah.
and we were like, "What?" And they were like, "We literally just got them, like before they started using like swipe cards."
Oh, so it was too expensive to.
They were like, "We just got it when they did that, like when they hotels started using
Yeah.
swipe cards." And I was like, "That sucks, bro." But like,
But was the hotel nice?
all right.
Should
Like,
have stayed at the Double.
it was actually pretty nice. I will say it was pretty nice.
I love going to hotels.
I had a nice view.
I love hotels. Is that weird? Maybe it's because I don't get to travel.
I
that much.
don't. I mean, like, I like staying in my bed better.
Okay.
My own bed. I'm all right with hotels,
Guess you're a pussy.
but like, I'm not like, yay, hotel, you know.
In my notes here, I say we definitely live in a simulation. I don't know why I said that. Let me think about it. Give me
Alright.
2 seconds. Oh, you know why it is? So I went to bed at 5 the other day.
Okay.
In the morning. And I didn't wake up until like 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
And when I woke up, there was no noise. I swear to God, there was no noise, nothing. It was completely silent in my room, in my house, until I opened my eyes for like 5 seconds. It was complete silence, just like I was the only one that exists. And then it was like the world started all of a sudden, where it was like people were making shit in the kitchen in my house, and like I could hear people walking around, and my phone started buzzing and stuff. I'm like, oh, they fucked up the simulation. It started slow. There was a little glitch in the matrix. That's how I can tell. And then like I
If
opened
you
up my
die
phone.
tonight, then I'll be convinced.
I opened up my phone, and there was no notifications. And then like 2 seconds later, all of my notifications came in, all my texts, all my like, you know, Snapchats, Twitter mentions and stuff like that. We live in a simulation. It's all fucking based around me.
That's really not convincing evidence.
What? There was 2 things right there. Do I need a third bit? Fucking
Well, both of those things don't convince me at all.
just because. Why?
Because maybe your phone fucked up. It happens.
But then what? How do you explain the silence?
You were tired and you didn't notice everything going on.
No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't
right.
sound like a real thing. Another mindfuck. We were talking about this like 2 weeks ago and we never got to it on the podcast. What is the front of a dick?
I thought we talked about it a little bit and just never got it settled.
No, I don't think we talked about it at all. What is the front of a penis?
The front, I know, it's difficult.
Because if you're
I'd
talking
say
about
it's the head.
which side?
All
The
of
north,
it.
like the part that points at the ground, or the part that points up at you? Think about
The
it.
front, no, I'd say
Towards the balls or towards your face?
I was thinking like out.
What?
Like when you aim your dick, your head is facing out.
No, that's like the P-tip. When you're in a relaxed position, you're not peeing, you're not erect, nothing like that. Your penis is usually pointing down.
Yeah, and so the top of it is
side
facing front.
So the top, but that's called the top. So how is
Exactly.
it the front?
If that's the top, then your head is the front.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. The whole head,
Yeah,
the entire head, but that it goes in it's like it's a circular thing.
but it points forward
What?
when you use it. I think
But
it's reliable. Like I think it depends upon when you use it, and then when you do use it, it faces.
that's
straight.
like okay, no, that's like saying okay. So look at it from my perspective. Your face, that's the front of your head. The back of your head, it's literally called the back of your head.
All right.
The top of your head, that's the top. That would be, now think of my head as a penis. This would be towards the ground. This would be facing towards my face. And this is the pee hole.
How is your
The top of
face
my head.
the one that's facing toward the ground?
What are you talking about? Because this is a dick.
Oh, you're saying if your neck is the shaft?
Yeah. I know this is great radio because no one could see what I did.
know, like-
but I pointed my face at the ground.
Yeah.
And
It's
the top of my head was so what you're saying is the top of my head would be the front of the penis. That doesn't make sense to me. That would be the top of the penis.
what I'm saying is when you use your dick, your head is facing forward. That means it's the front.
This is what I'm thinking. The front of your penis is the part that faces the ground. Right? If we're talking about
Why is that the front?
because I think about it like the face. Because if the part that faces my face, that
So you're
would be
saying
like
when it's dangling limp, the part that's facing your balls is the front.
oh.
That's stupid.
No, now you bring up a good point. But my whole thing is like when you look down, you can see.
The only time that
But when-
no. The only time that side is the front is if you're holding your dick straight up in the air.
Or when you're erect. Because then if you're erect, then the part of your penis, which
If
I guess
you're-
would be the front.
If you're erect,
oh my God, it changes.
if you're erect and laying down,
Penises are two-faced. Penises are two-faced.
I'm saying if you're
no,
erect and laying
no.
down.
No.
Okay.
Settle it like this.
All right.
Penises are two-faced. This is science right here. We just found this out.
Okay.
This is an EPS exclusive. If you cannot, I can't believe it right now. We're like fucking,
We did it, bro.
we're like Albert Einstein of dicks. So when you're flaccid, the front of your dick is the part that rests on top of your balls, right? So it's facing out. Stop playing fucking Mancala right now. I see it in your
shut
glasses, you
up.
piece of shit. Stop. Get off your
Shut
goddamn
up,
phone.
dude.
This is
I'm
important.
trying.
This is important. All right,
Okay,
Bobby,
sorry.
cut back in when Tommy stops playing fucking Mancala.
I'm not playing my call.
Killing my vibes here, man.
Keep going.
Okay. Cut back in, Bobby.
I thought you
The
wouldn't notice.
front of your dick when you're flaccid is the part that rests on top of your balls because that's facing out. I guess it doesn't rest on
No,
top of your
yeah, I
balls,
was
but
gonna
it's the
say.
part that's in front of your balls. But when you're erect, that part faces your face, which is the front of your body, so it becomes
It
the back
faces
of
your
your
face
penis.
when you're laying down, but what about you when you're standing up?
What? Because it flops on your... Yeah, that's why it's two-faced. Because it flip-flops.
All right, we're just
We figured it out. We're goddamn geniuses. Penises are two-faced. If I see you play fucking
I'm
Mancala
not
one
playing
more time,
Mancala. I was just checking what time it is.
I'm gonna throw my goddamn computer across the goddamn.
I'm not playing Mancala.
Did you know Mike Tyson has a weed place?
No. Did you know that George Foreman. All of George Foreman's kids are
Or
named George
George,
Foreman,
yeah.
even the girls.
Yeah. But that's not what I was trying to get at.
Mike Tyson just always makes me think of George Foreman.
Mike Tyson has like this whole, it's called Tyson Ranch, which kind of sounds like the
Like the
Tyson
chicken.
brand's ranch.
Unrelated.
It's unrelated. It's weed. So he's trying to market it as kind of like a research place for cannabis. He compares it to like a university or a college. And I only found this out because I was watching these YouTube videos from a world's strongest competitor. Bobby cut that to make me sound not like a fucking idiot.
He's gonna have to cut the whole episode. Burn.
Strongman competitor. That's what it's called. He went to go do a deal with him, and he was like, "Yeah, we're at Tyson Ranch. It's super exciting. It's gonna be fun." And then he was sitting down and he was talking to Mike Tyson. He's like, "What do you guys do
Yeah.
here?" And he's like, "We do a lot of weed shit. Like we have our own strains, and we're like studying cannabis and what we can do to like help humankind." I was like, Mike Tyson has a weed thing? Like I had no idea he was into weed at all. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I think it's that crazy.
Why am I the only one that ever thinks things are cool? Like why
What the
haven't
fuck does that mean?
Why hasn't this been in the news? He had a whole show about him having pigeons. Like he was
I honestly didn't know that.
he was like a pigeon expert or something for a while. And then
Mike Tyson was a pigeon expert.
I don't know, he like kept pigeons or something and had messenger pigeons or something. It was like to rebrand him as a nice person because he bit the guy's ear off, went to jail, got the face tattoo. And then he loves animals now. Like
It's like
I
when
don't know
Kobe
what's-
changed his number from 8 to 24,
Yeah,
and everybody
exactly.
forgave him for raping that girl.
Allegedly.
He did it.
Allegedly.
He allegedly definitely did it.
Wow. Is it because he's black? All right.
No, it's because he
Moving
definitely
on.
raped that girl.
Where's the evidence? Free my mans. He's already free. Congratulations on Kobe. He's having his fourth girl.
I was about to make a really bad joke.
I want to hear it.
Let's
What?
Because, like,
All right, Bobby. Definitely cut that out.
definitely cut that out.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Cut that out.
Bobby.
Bobby. I
Cut
know
that
sometimes
out.
Sometimes you miss some stuff. That's okay. Cut that part out.
Cut that one out. Not
Okay.
okay.
Thank you, Bobby.
I love you.
Shout out,
But
Bobby.
if you keep it in, I'm going to kill you because
Yeah.
that makes me look like a really bad person.
Okay, shout out Bobby, best producer in
Shout
the
out
world.
Bobby. Shout out God.
We just had to edit something there.
Keeping the part of us yelling for you to cut it out,
Yeah,
though.
keep it rolling here. So yeah,
Woo!
Mike Tyson has a weed university. I thought that was interesting. Let's see. There's a couple more things I want to talk about before we get to something that I find very important. Have you ever used Poopery? Not a sponsor. Do you know what Poopery is?
Never heard of it.
It's a thing where you poop and then you spray it, or you spray it into the toilet bowl before you poop, and then you poop, and then it doesn't smell like poop when you leave, I guess. Like that's the whole gist of it. Doesn't really work.
I use a different brand called Febreze.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It doesn't work. It still like when you use Febreze, they're like it's odor killing. You don't play fucking Mancala.
I'm not.
Okay, just making sure. I'm looking at notes.
Me too.
No, you're not. Everyone knows that you don't look at notes.
I'm not playing Mancala
Okay, so
at the moment.
Poopery. It's the same thing. Like you're like, oh, it masks the scent. It really just makes the poop like really stand out.
Yeah.
It's like now it smells like
It smells
tropical
like-
island with shit. Like if
Yeah.
a shit line broke on a tropical island. My sister's very into it. I'm sorry if you're hearing this, Abby. Your secret's out there. She uses Poopery, and
she poops.
she was yeah, and she was
What?
I know, right? She's one of the fucking weird ones.
Oh my god.
She was going to a party. I'm gonna say it secretly because wait, she's not home. I don't give a fuck.
Does she listen? Will she be mad that you're sharing this?
I hope so. So she went to
Whoa.
a party and she was so concerned about having to poop at someone's house
Without her poopery?
that no, she has the secret concealed one that it's like it looks like lip gloss or something. And she's like, yeah, I want to bring this one, but it's almost empty, so I'm freaking out right now. I was like, first of all, are you planning on shitting at this person's house? Like, why are you planning ahead?
It's almost empty, so that means she shits at other people's houses
all the time. That's the only time she
All
ever
the
shits.
time.
If my sister has ever been, if you're listening to this, you know who I am, you know who my sister is, and she's been to your house, she's probably shit in your house.
And probably used poopery.
Yeah. So she was so concerned about this, and I was still kind of flabbergasted because I'm like, who plans on
Did
shitting
you
at
just
someone's
say
house?
flabbergasted?
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Do you ever, when you go out during the day, do you just plan on where you're going to shit?
I usually shit at home.
I do too, but like, do you plan going out?
No,
You're
like if
I'm
I'm
going to
out
shit
and
at
I
this
have
person's
to.
house.
No, if I'm out and I have to shit, I'm gonna
You
shit.
just do it, right?
Yeah.
It's there for a reason.
Do you remember that time that I visited you at school and we were walking home from getting dinner? And I
Oh
was
my
like-
God,
I was
wait.
like, dude, we have to stop
This
now.
is a great story.
I have to shit so
No,
bad.
here's the story. Tommy came out to Chicago once to visit me,
Yeah.
and we were in the South Loop. We were on Michigan Avenue. They have a Shake Shack over there by the athletic club. And
It's in the athletic club, isn't it?
yeah, no, yes, no, yes.
Yeah.
It is in the athletic club. And so we went and got Shake Shack because he's never had it before and they have gluten-free options.
And then after I ate my burger, I was like, hold on, I have to go use the bathroom.
He had to take a
And I
shit.
went and I took a shit in the Shake Shack. Actually, I think it was the athletic club bathroom.
Yeah. Was it nice?
It was really nice.
Out of 10?
Probably a 9.
Damn.
Like, it was
Okay.
really nice. Or at least from what I remember of it. I was shitting at the time.
Okay.
But I was like, man, I really have to shit. So I went and shit. And then I was like, all right, we're good. And we started walking back to his apartment. And we were walking for maybe like 5 minutes. And I was like, dude, how close are we to your place? And you were like, we're like halfway there maybe. And I was like, I have to shit. Like so
right
bad
now.
right now.
Yeah.
Like, we need to stop somewhere now. And then he was like, okay, like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, no, we have to, like, I'm gonna shit myself if we keep walking. So we went into a Subway, and then I was like, I need to use the bathroom. And then they were like, all right, you have to buy something.
To use it, but that's a shitty move. You know what I mean? Like, let me buy it after I take a shit. Like, this is an
I was like,
emergency right now,
okay.
dude.
I was like, all right, fine. And then I bought like a bag of chips, and I went over.
Thanks,
and
Jared Fogle, you piece
Yeah.
of shit.
I went over, like, I bought my bag of chips. I went to use the bathroom. Somebody's in there. I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
And then like a couple minutes later, he came out, and then I walked in, and then I started.
Rate that bathroom compared to the athletic
Oh my
clubs.
god! Comparatively,
A Subway's bathroom
yeah,
in downtown Chicago.
yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah.
but especially because someone had just shit in there.
Oh.
But I really had to shit, so I went and I shit. And as I was shitting, I was like, I didn't even need to buy those chips. That guy held the door open for me.
Oh, what a bad experience. And then someone tried to get in after you too. I remember that. Like, he watched you go into the bathroom.
I probably stared down the fucking. Oh yeah,
He watched you go into the bathroom,
you told me that. Yeah.
and he knew you were. He knew. Sorry, I just threw a Red Bull all over Tommy.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice it down on me.
He went into the bathroom. This guy looked at you going into the bathroom, and then just kind of sat there. And then, like 5 minutes later, he was banging on the door, and I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
"You know
I was
someone's
like,
in there."
I was like, dude, I am shitting my brains out.
Like, you could tell it was when we walked in, it was very clear what we were there for. We were not
Yeah.
there for a foot long or anything like that. This man had to shit. So
I really had to shit.
we were on a
I
mission.
was like, I need to use your bathroom, and they were like, you have to buy something, you shithead.
There was a code on the door too and stuff like that. Really classy place.
Yeah,
But-
there was a code on the door that like you don't get until it's on your receipt when you buy something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna murder you, Mr. Store Manager.
Jared Fogle. It was Jared Fogle.
It was Jared Fogle. He watched me while I pooped.
Yes. With the cameras. But yeah, so end of the story is Tommy took two, I would say emergency shits
Within 10 minutes.
within 10 minutes. If that says
I don't
anything
know,
about your health,
what did we eat for lunch that day?
I don't even, it was like,
It must not have agreed with me. Or the Shake Shack just didn't agree with me that fast.
that was really fast then. Because we
Yeah.
were like, I feel like not even done with our meals yet. And you had to go take
I
a shit.
just, like, I was speeding because I was like, I have to shit. So I finished.
Why didn't you shit before you ordered?
No,
that
no,
makes
no.
no sense.
Like we sat down and started eating, and you get that feeling when you're like, I really have to shit.
Oh, I
And I
never
was
get
like-
it mid-meal.
I was like, all right, but I don't want to like leave it here.
You left me for a good 15 minutes. I was worried. I thought you got lost.
No, I just really had to. Like
Yeah.
it was bad. Like that like when you're sick and it just kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
I realized whenever someone has to take a shit and they say their stomach hurts, it's never their stomach. It's your intestines.
Yeah.
So like when the bottom of your stomach hurts, it's not your stomach. It's your intestines. Isn't that fucking
You ever
weird?
get that where like you get hit in the balls really hard and it hurts there?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you're a doctor, write in at subwaycrying@hotmail.com at gmail.com. Hey, this is a great place for an ad.
Hey, it's an ad.
Okay, so we're really proud to be affiliates with iTunes. They're the best, aren't they, Tommy?
I use them.
I have an iPhone. Do you have an iPhone?
I have an iPhone 7.
That's fucking crazy. So they have movies on the iTunes store. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've watched one.
Wow. We love movies. You should love movies too. So go on iTunes and rent one. Today we're gonna recommend 8th Grade, Bo Burnham's first
I
film.
actually want to see it.
I saw it. It was really good. It was okay. It was really good for his first film. I don't want to get into it. This is an ad. So right now, what you can do is go onto our website. It's extraordinarypodcastspectacular.com, the name of our podcast.com. Scroll down. We'll have a whole thing right there. Just click the button, go to iTunes, and rent it. Right now, you can rent it for 99 cents. That's a brand new movie. That's a brand new movie you can rent for 99 cents. Make sure you go to our website, click our link to 8th Grade on iTunes Store, rent it, buy it. It's great. It's a wonderful movie. You should watch it. It really helps us out when you do that. Yeah. Okay. Love you. Ad over. Tommy, do you like sweatshirts?
I love sweatshirts.
Dude, we have
I
sweatshirts.
own some of them.
We have sweatshirts right now.
Self-ad, high five.
Hell yeah. EPS has our first merch drop. If you want to order one, go on our Twitter at SadBoyCrying. We have a link to to where you can buy it. They're really nice, great quality. I think they look really cool too. They're kind of they're themed after a certain cigarette brand. Because we're trying to inspire the youth to smoke. So go check it out. They're really great. We need people to buy them to keep selling them. Help out the podcast. Help out us. We have children to feed. Please. Tommy's going to start using drugs. It's really bad.
What do you mean going to start?
Okay, ad over. All right. What were we talking about?
Me shitting.
Oh, you want to talk
in
about
that subway?
You want to talk about? I feel like there was a reason we were talking about that, but I don't.
It started.
Oh
with
yeah,
Poopery.
she was okay. So my sister uses Poopery. She was so concerned about this thing, and I was like, "We have a full bottle of Poopery, which is like a small little squirt bottle.
Yeah,
it says Poopery on it, and she refused to take it in her purse
because
it says Poopery on it. And I'm like, "Who's looking in your purse for that? Like,
yeah,
like this one looks like lip gloss though. No one would ever be able to tell." I'm like,
why don't you just take the cap off and pour some of it in?
Yeah, no one's gonna be able to. No one is there when you take a shit anyway. They're not gonna know they have Poopery on you. Sorry that you want to smell good. All right, that's my rant.
All right.
You want to talk about Bandersnatch?
Yeah, I want. Oh yeah, that too.
Well, what? Do you have something else you want to talk about?
I mean, there's another thing that we watched recently that I want.
Okay, so then we're gonna do 2 TV reviews today. So it's like,
let's do Bandersnatch first because the other one should be the like climax.
Okay. So Black Mirror, we talked about it last time. Was it last time or 2 episodes ago? We were talking about Black Mirror at one point. You said you didn't like the first episode of Black Mirror season 1 because it made you feel uncomfortable.
I watched an episode today.
Did you like it?
It was all right. It was one like because I was talking to Maddie about it because she like really is into it, and I was like, it just makes me really sad, and I'm not about it.
The show?
The show
in general.
We watched Bandersnatch and it was really good.
Okay.
But she was like, you need to watch Black Mirror. I was like, they make me really sad, and she was like, watch this one. It's not gonna make you upset or whatever.
Which one?
It's the one where it's like your social media rating like determines
that's a good episode. That's a good episode.
It's like interesting. I like the concept and stuff.
Yeah.
And I liked what it was saying.
It's kind of fucked sometimes.
Yeah, and like it like but not in a way that's gonna make me want to die. You know.
So you like it?
I thought it was good.
Black Mirror in general, I love Black Mirror. I've watched every episode.
I've watched 3 episodes in Bandersnatch.
So they came out before this Black Mirror thing came out. There was like hype about, you know, the new season's coming up. It's about that time. They were like, we're gonna make an episode where it's gonna be your choose your own adventure. So apparently Bandersnatch was the idea of a video game that never got released.
Was that real?
In actuality, yeah.
Is that real?
I think it was a thing that was going to be released and never got released.
Is that real? Like,
that
have you
is,
done research on
I
it?
heard it, I think, so I'm going to say yes, it's real. I might have read it somewhere.
All right. That's
but,
fair.
so, and it was for Atari maybe or something? It just didn't get released. So, and then maybe it is a book. I think it might actually be a book.
How many times have you watched it?
I will. Okay, so let's get into it. So It's choose your own adventure down to like the very beginning. You choose your cereal. Which did you pick? The Frosty.
We did both.
Okay,
We watched it twice.
Oh, I did it both too.
Yeah.
I
I thought it was going to be way more important than it was.
No, it doesn't make a difference at all.
There's one difference.
So they
It makes one difference.
the thing that he eats. That's it.
Well, no, there's like a commercial later in the.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're getting off topic. We need to stay.
All right.
Stay on the train. Stay with me. Look at me in the eyes. Stay on the train. Don't
Shut
you
up.
fucking play Mancala.
I did it on purpose to see what you do.
Okay, so it's choose your own adventure. There's prompts that come up. You get to choose whatever action you want the guy to do, and then it kind of like plays out. And so there's a lot of different endings that you can get. And also the length of it can be shortened,
Yeah.
like really short. So it can be like from, I would say 30 minutes, like 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I think the original
The first time we
length-
did it was really long.
the original or the
Yeah.
longest one is an hour and a half. So that's like a
Yeah.
movie length. It's really hard to get that far for me.
Why?
It was really because I would choose things that got my guy killed.
Oh, well.
I'm no spoilers, but there are options that like fuck
Did
with the
you-
story a lot.
Yeah. Well, and there's like.
There's a million different things that you can get in this thing, and there's a couple complaints I have about it. The show
All right.
itself, the idea, the stuff that went into it, like the content of it, that was good. I thought it was like on brand with what Black Mirror is. I thought it was.
I thought it was interesting that it took place in the past.
Yeah, and I
I
think
thought that was really interesting.
I think that it was a really creative idea to do
Yeah.
something like this. But with good, there's always bad, right? So this is one of there. I thought it was a great content-wise thing, but bad experience. So there's too many options.
There's
I'm
a
just
ton of options.
I'm just trying to relax and watch something. That's why I like Black Mirror, because I don't have to actually I just watch, and then people fuck up on their own. In this, I have to like go back, pick a different option because I fucked up, and like maybe I wanted a certain line to work out and it just doesn't. You know, there's options where you're like, why is this even a thing? Kind of leaves some loose ends. I was on edge the entire time because I was worried I was gonna pick the wrong option and would just end it. And then
really?
I know that I'm gonna have to sit through 30 minutes of stuff I already saw.
No, it goes by pretty quick. It's like a couple minutes. Of stuff
I
you
hate
watch.
having to rewatch shit like that. So every time that I would mess up and I had to go choose a different option, I would like mash the fast forward button.
Yeah, I
like
did
5
that the
seconds
last
at a
time I
time.
watched it.
It's annoying. That part's
Because
annoying.
the second time we watched it, like, we watched it through until, like, the main ending we didn't get. Because there's, like, 2 or 3 main endings.
Yeah.
And then, like, we watched it through until there. And then, like, after, like, certain endings, you can go back. And then so we started going back and just, like, rushing through to see all the endings we could get.
Yeah. But so too many options. I hate having to do the work. Like you had to be by your computer, have your remote on hand, like ready to go.
Yeah.
The entire thing.
Yeah.
That was annoying. Also, when you choose the options, they take like 10 seconds to like click in. It's not automatic. Like you could be like,
Yeah, it takes 10 seconds.
if you're like, you want to go left or you want to go right, you click, I want to go right. It takes like 10 seconds of the guy just standing there like a fucking idiot with his thumb up his ass. And then it goes. So it's not seamless. It's not absolutely
They
seamless.
kind of
It's-
had to do it like that.
I know.
though.
It's pretty good, I would say. But it's not perfect. It's not exactly what I was looking for. And my biggest complaint about it, which is why I'm going to say it was bad, is that it's the only thing we're getting. I'm pretty sure. I thought this was
I don't
gonna
know
be-
if that's true or not.
I thought this was going to be one episode in Black Mirror season 5. I think it's Black season 5. But it's the only thing.
It's like
Like, that's
a
all we
ton
got.
of content, though, you know?
They have 5 hours of footage, and I would have rathered 6 episodes of different things because that's what I like about Black Mirror. Because each episode's different. It's like a little mini movie every time. You get to see a bunch of different directors.
As someone who doesn't watch a lot of Black Mirror, I enjoyed it.
Well, I binge watch it, and now I have nothing to watch. Netflix has this really big problem.
Don't act like you wouldn't be done with it already, though.
No, I would, but I still want variety. That's why I thought season 4.
It
the
has
last
a bunch
season-
of different endings, though.
The last season was really cool, and I was really excited for the next one to come out. I was excited about this being an episode,
Dude, yeah, you told me you were pumped about it.
and now I'm kind of disappointed that it came out. But I think in general,
I heard about it from you.
In
You were
general.
really excited.
I want to make a statement that Netflix, I think, has a problem. Netflix isn't really popping right now.
I thought
you
it's doing
agree?
way better than last year.
Well, I'm sure it is, but it's They fucking do things like they brought back Friends and wasted like $100 million on stuff that
I heard that, but like, I didn't like. They were like they canceled a bunch of shows, but I didn't hear about one show that I watched that got canceled.
So they're spending a lot of money on things that people have already seen. I think that's mostly like a user problem because people keep watching Friends. Like, who is Friends? You've seen it.
I mean, it was realistically, it might have been good business.
I want new stuff coming out constantly. And so the way it works is I get into that, do you remember the commercials where they're like, you're in the show hole?
Yeah.
I'm in the show hole because the way they schedule things is all the good stuff seems to come out at the same time. And then you're out of stuff for half the year. Like Stranger Things, which by the way is coming out in July.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What? And
it's seasonal. They always do it for a holiday or something.
I wanted it to come out.
The first one was Christmas, right? And then it was Halloween.
October.
No, the second one was Halloween, I think.
I thought it went October and then December and then whatever.
No, I think the first one was Christmas and the second one was Halloween. I don't know. I haven't watched it. That's one I want to watch.
It pisses me off that is on a weird schedule. They have...
Have you watched that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I really like Stranger Things.
I want to start watching it. I have a bunch of stuff. I have the exact opposite problem as you.
You have too much to
I have
watch?
so much stuff I want to watch.
I had to switch to Hulu, and Hulu pisses me off because of the
ads.
But Netflix
Adventure Time doesn't have ads, but you already finished it.
Netflix has to work out a scheduling thing where all their big hitters come out right after one another, like when the show... So you get like 1 month, you get this big release, and then the next month you get this big release. Or like each quarter they have a big release. But it's not like that. It's fucking, they all come out at the same time. And
I don't want to be that guy, but like, I think they're doing it for business reasons and not for your specific entertainment.
I mean, isn't the consumers...
I
feel
agree,
like
but they're like, you're going to watch our shit anyway, but we're
like
going to do it in a business way where like we maximize our profits or whatever. Because you're going to watch anyway.
Bandersnatch sucked. Netflix sucks. Disney owns everyone. It sucks.
But Disney is about to leave Netflix because they're making their own streaming.
I saw a tweet. There we go. I saw a tweet that showed like, what's your favorite movie that's coming out in 2019? And it was like, it was IGN that tweeted it out. And there was like 5 lineups of different movies. Like,
and they were
Avengers.
all Disney?
It was all Disney. Lion King, Star Wars.
Yeah, I was supposed to say Star Wars.
Avengers. Am I missing one? Toy Story. That's Disney Pixar. Disney, I said it jokingly in my Manic episode, Disney's going to fucking eat our souls. They just, that mouse wants our goddamn, it wants our fucking money.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Our fucking money. They just want your money. They don't care about your entertainment. They just want your fucking money. Oh.
I have something stuck in my teeth.
Emma actually was at Disney World like yesterday. She's obsessed with it. She got stuck on
never been.
She got stuck on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I was like, haha, that's what you get for supporting Disney.
She got stuck on it?
Yeah, for like 30 minutes.
What happened?
They let her out eventually.
Oh, okay.
They got it just working. Okay. I want you to talk about something.
Our new favorite show?
Yeah, our new favorite show. I feel like
it's
you probably are.
It's so good, man.
Well, give
I
give
need
the
to
people some
I need to
background.
keep watching it. It's so I walked into our friend's house yesterday, and Eddie was there, and 2 of our other friends were there. Well, like one of them was the person whose house. It doesn't matter. And they were watching Shrek the Musical, and I was
awful.
like,
I hate
"It's
musicals.
really bad," and I had already seen it.
That's sad. Musicals suck.
And then they were like, our one friend was like, "Oh, there's this show I want to watch. It's a mix between Jersey Shore and The Bachelor."
I was very excited about it.
I
don't
was like,
either of
that
those shows.
sounds actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't watch either the Jersey Shore or The Bachelor.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
But the 2 of them mixed sounded pretty funny.
It sounded like a trash mania, and I just wanted to be a part of it.
We were not let down.
No, not at all.
It was way better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I was like, yeah, it'll be entertaining. It sounds interesting. It was fucking hilarious. Like, it was so good.
What's the premise? Like, explain how it works.
So it's called Love Island.
It's on Hulu.
On Hulu, check it out.
Is the entire show on Hulu, do you think?
I looked it up today. There's 4 seasons.
There's 4 seasons on Hulu. Is each season, there's like 34 seasons per,
I didn't look
or
at the-
34 episodes per
There's
season.
34 episodes in the first season. I didn't check the other one.
Each episode is 45 fucking minutes
Yeah.
long. So we discovered they recorded 1 episode per day. they're there.
They would have had to average 6 episodes a week because the contestants are there for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So there was, I think, 6 guys and 6 girls.
Yeah, even amount.
Oh no, I know it was even, but I think it was 6. Right.
Yeah, 6 and 6 because it sounds like sex.
And so they introduced the guys first,
Yeah.
and then
They're all British, by the way.
they're all British, but their accents are so thick. Eddie said the funniest thing about it last night is they were talking. We had to turn the subtitles on because we couldn't understand a fucking word they were saying. Their accents were so thick. And even with the subtitles, their slang
It's so
is so weird that
it's
we
so
like
British.
still didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then there was one point where we were all like, what the fuck did they just say? And Eddie turns to us and goes, we're speaking the same language as them.
Yeah, like we speak the same
It's
language.
the
as
same
them.
language.
What we hear right now, we should be able to
Yeah.
understand.
But yeah, it was really good. But anyway, they introduced all the male contestants first. Mm-hmm. The first 5 were all in like really good shape, you know, washed like 6-pack, washboard abs, whatever.
Oiled up. Just really
The last guy comes on. His name was Jonathan. And he just had like, he wasn't fat. He was just like out of shape.
He had like a dad bod.
Yeah, I kept calling him Doughboy.
Yeah. He was the Jimmy Kimmel of the group.
Yeah,
Or the,
I mean, like, I'm not one to talk, but like, I meant compared to the other guys,
he really
he was just
like
really
him.
goofy looking.
He was the goofy looking one.
So then they bring out the girls one at a time,
Yeah.
and the girls get to pick what guy they want,
yeah.
and then they can steal. Like if the first girl chose one and the second girl came out, she could have stole that guy from
Yeah.
the first girl. So the first girl comes out, and
What she looked like.
yeah, I was about to say. So she was she had bleach blonde hair.
Yeah, sounded good.
She was pretty tall, I think.
But plays basketball or netball over there. I don't know what the fuck that.
I don't know what they call it. And her body had been modified by surgery.
Dude, body mods, nice.
But
She
yeah,
had, she had big,
she had big fake boobs.
big fake boobs, and she admitted it too. It's not like we're just.
And
she was buoyant.
Yeah. And so the way it worked is the host of the show would ask which boys fancy her, and those boys got to step forward
Yes.
and say, "Hey, I fancy you."
She
And then
fancy.
she could choose one of them or one of the boys that still didn't fancy her if she wanted to.
She could just pick any of them, any of the 6.
So the host went, all right, do any of you boys fancy her? Straight out of the gun, our boy Jonathan, Doughboy,
He just steps forward.
launches forward,
Yeah.
takes the biggest lunge forward. And then at first no one does, I think. Like somebody laughed, and then he just shot forward.
Yeah. A little too excited.
Yeah, he was shooting his shot.
Yeah. Because he knew he was the worst looking one there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have to take
That's
my.
what I thought. As I was like, he knows he's got to take every shot he can. He only had to take the one shot.
Yeah.
She chose him.
Because he's the only one that stepped
No,
forward.
somebody else did too. But a couple seconds after. he
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because he was the most
Yeah, yeah.
enthusiastic.
did. And so but she chose him, and we watched 2 episodes, and they're still together.
Yep. So far.
So far, so good.
And she's probably one of the dumbest human beings on
Then-
the face of the earth.
the next 5 girls all chose the same guy
Yeah.
because the next girl came out. They were like, "Do any of you guys fancy her?" And 2 guys, or maybe it was 1 or 2 guys, and she chose one of them. I forget what his name. It was like Lewis or
Lewis.
something. Yeah, Lewis.
Lewis.
So Lewis gets chosen.
He's a real chode.
Yeah,
He's a
fuck
douche.
Lewis. And then and then the next girl comes out, and he stepped forward and said he fancied her. And then she chose him and stole him away from the second girl. And so then, but as she chose him, she goes, "You better not say you fancy anyone else now."
Yeah, you piece of shit.
And then third girl comes out. He's
Guess
like,
what?
Fourth girl comes out. He's like, "I fancy you." She chooses him.
Yeah.
And then the 5th girl comes out, and I think the same thing happened.
Yeah, people were
I
not
think it
getting
happened
the-
4 times in a row, and then the last girl didn't pick
You know
him.
what's funny is they kept fucking telling them. The girls would come out and they'd
Yeah.
be like, "Don't fucking choose this guy because he keeps
Yeah.
stepping forward. He keeps leaving these girls."
Yeah.
And then they're like, I think he's hot, so they go with him.
Yeah. So they're, and then I think the last girl chose the dude with the horrible gauges.
Oh yeah, there was one guy who had a bunch of tattoos. He was like 31. So they're all like mid 20s, somewhere early 20s, and then there was like one outlier. He was like 31, and we were like, whoa. But people were really into him.
There was one
he was huge.
poor girl who was like,
she was the Jimmy Kimmel of the girls.
yeah. She, well, not even that. Like she
was attractive. I thought she was like the most normal looking girl.
she was the most non-Jersey Shore girl there.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, she's probably the most attractive in my eyes just because she looks like a normal human being.
Right. And so then, like, she, like, no, because the girls got to pick. I was about to say she was last pick, but she wasn't.
Well, she was the last to pick someone because, yeah, she was the last to pick someone because she went with the guy,
she got
the
stuck
douchebag
with the
guy,
douchebag.
who,
And so it was just some guy, like, the first thing he said to her, they were talking about, like, whatever, and he was like, yeah, if we spoon, my dick's gonna end up in your ass.
yeah,
Like,
she ended up with that guy.
But he wasn't, like, saying it cute or whatever.
No,
He was like, it's gonna happen. Like, if we do it, my dick's going in your ass.
real chill guy.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, like, acting like it was a joke, and he's like, no, like, I promise you.
Also, basically, you need to watch this show. We're pretty much explaining word for word the entire first episode.
Sorry, guys.
It's definitely but it's worth it. We're catching you up. You can literally start on episode 2 now because this is the entirety of. We're gonna explain the entire first episode. Then you can follow along with us. We'll probably have an update on Love Island each week.
I hope so, dude.
Honestly, it's so bad, it's great, and I hate
It's
myself
really
for
good.
saying that.
I know. I agree.
Don't watch it by yourself. We're definitely gonna have to watch it.
I said that last night. I was like, I really want to keep watching this, and then everybody looked at me. I was like, not by myself.
Yeah, it's not something you can watch by yourself.
No.
You will probably die. But
It's so good.
we might have to have some updates.
Yeah. Anyway, it's my favorite new show. Watch it.
That was good. They're some of the douchiest people. You can't understand a fucking word they're saying.
You're gonna have to use subtitles.
They smoke a lot. They smoke a lot of cigarettes, so they're cool. You can tell that.
Do you want to talk about the Italian stallions?
The Italian. There's 2 twins that come in to try and be homewreckers.
They bring it. The host of the show brings in 2 Italian twins, except they still have British accents
because they're British. They're just also Italian.
Yeah, and so
it's like someone here who like spaghetti and is like my.
But I'm saying they're so
Italian.
close to Italy, just bring in real Italian. Anyway, it's not the point.
Just bring in real fucking Italians.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
they call themselves the Italian Stallions,
They're
which,
twins.
as we all know, the Italian Stallion
Is Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
So
Sylvester Stallone.
We were expecting Rocky to show up,
But 2 of them.
yes.
What's going on, girl? You want to punch me in the face? Adrian. But yeah, they bring them in just to break up 2 couples, and then
Didn't work.
It didn't work at all.
At
Neither
all.
of the girls were interested, and so the guys had to act like they weren't interested to not to seem. It's like
Yeah.
I'm
I'm super hot. I've never been in a
Yeah.
relationship. I'm just so interested. I cook all the time. I make meatballs. Did I tell you I'm Italian?
But then the biggest douchebag, the one we were just talking about, who's like, if I spoon you, I'm gonna put my dick in your ass. That guy, like, his girl was one of the girls that got like stolen,
Yeah.
and so when his girl,
By
like,
the
the girl
Italian
came
side.
back to him, he was like, so did you kiss him? And she was like, no. And he was like, don't lie. Like, I'm just saying, like, I respect women so much that, like, if I was in your shoes and, like, I got taken by, like, a girl that they brought in, like, I wouldn't have kissed her because I don't want to play around with you. Like,
I don't play with girls. I respect women. He kept
Yeah.
saying that.
and I was like, bro, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, you're being so fake right now.
Do you like ass or tits?
And that's the show.
The answer is respect.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
I like a good personality.
There you go. Dude, high five. We treat women right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, man. We're about at the end of the episode. We're
Yeah.
not going to do fan mail this week. Fuck fan mail. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, we got one fan mail that we didn't read last week that was just too weird.
Yeah, that's just not. Hey, let's not talk about fan mail right now. I don't want to talk about fan mail. We're just not going to do it this week because we filled up our time pretty much.
Time
We
to
don't
play
need to-
Mancala.
We usually do fan mail to just finish off the episode. But if you have fan mail, if you want to talk to us, please do get in contact with us at SadBoyCrying. Connect with us. Include anything into the show. Write into the show. If you have content that you want us to talk about, email us at sadboycrying@hotmail.com, at gmail.com. That is on our Twitter. If you can't remember that, our email is on our Twitter, which is at SadBoyCrying. Follow us there for updates and cool things online. That's also where you can. We do a lot of behind the scenes little tweets like that. We have our merch there. You can find our website there. Links to every episode. Share us. Subscribe to us on iTunes. What else are we on? Share
Spotify, Pornhub, YouTube,
Google Play Store.
Stitcher,
I think
Twitcher,
that's all of it.
Stitcher.
Wherever you listen to us on, give us a 5-star rating. It really helps us out. Review the show.
Yeah, do it up.
Write a review. Share it with some friends. Share it with your family. Share it with a pastor.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, we're getting religious this week. The New Year's
Don't show them the Christmas episode, though.
The New Year is off to a great start. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. We love you. Buy our sweatshirt.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.